And with those 2 clicks, I have handed in the final thesis for my communications bachelor's degree. Hello people of YouTube. Now those 2 clicks don't necessarily mean that I have graduated from my bachelor's degree per se yet. I might still not pass for my final thesis, but at least it means that I am getting very close to finishing my 4-year bachelor's degree in communication, which means that I have to start sort of looking forward and kind of planning for the future, because I don't really want to keep on studying like a master's degree or something for the time being. So I have to make some plans, basically, which means that in this video we're going to be looking at this slightly over elaborate scheme that I've come up with. In the very essence, this scheme contains 2 branches, namely work and YouTube. So we're going to be taking a look at my sort of ideas for what I want to be doing to keep myself alive after university, and we are going to be taking a look at my plans for my YouTube channels from this point forward. I have split up my ideas for working into 3 branches, the first being part-time, the second being current videography work, and then the last one being freelance work. Now for the next month or so, depending on how fast progress is, I will be looking for a part-time job, something along the lines of working behind the cash register in a supermarket or helping out as a barista, something like that, maybe 20 to 30-ish hours per week. The reason I want to do this is because I need to pay for my rent and for my food, and I want to do a little bit of savings. But I don't really feel like working full-time yet, as that kind of collides with the rest of what I want to do with my life at this particular point in time. Now currently I also have a 0-hour videography contract with the company I did my internship for, and also the company that I did my final bachelor thesis for. And that means that every now and then on the side I will get a videography assignment from them, which is nice extra income for savings as well, basically. Now I'm saying savings, that doesn't necessarily mean that all of that money is just gonna sit and wait in a slowly increasing savings account. No. Savings, in my case, means that the disposable income that I earn is going towards camera gear, computer gear, travel, that sort of fun stuff. So at the moment, not a lot of actual saving is being done. Then the last branch on the work tree is a branch called freelance. Now this is not so much a branch that has already been put into action, but more so a branch that will slowly be put into effect alongside my to-be-found part-time job. I want to slowly start doing a few things, among which like selling stock footage or do client work. And selling stock footage I can pretty much start doing right away. I'm building up my website. I might do a store on my website, or I might try to sell some stuff through sites like Shutterstock, that sort of place. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really thought this out at all. It's just an idea that I'm kind of playing around with. As for client work, I don't really have a network here per se. In the last 4 years I've been doing a lot of work for people in Groningen in the Netherlands, in the town that I come from, especially for people within my university, and that was kind of where my network was contained. But because I now live in Norway, in Trondheim, I don't really have a professional network here yet. So over the next few years, I suppose I want to try building that up slowly and maybe find some actual client work to do. Speaking of which, and this is a genuine thing I'm going to say now, if you are in need of a cinematographer or an editor or something anywhere in between for like a small short film project or something along those lines, I'm very much available, so shoot me an email, basically. And with that, I am going to conclude the branch of how I am going to try to keep myself alive over the next couple of years. And we will continue on to the YouTube branch, because I have quite a few plans for sort of rebooting my second channel and overhauling my primary channel, that sort of thing. So let's dive into that, shall we? Tom Knows What's Up is definitely going to remain my primary channel, but I'm going to slightly move the type of content that I'm producing on here. So as you can see in this new branch, I have kind of subdivided the things I want to do on this channel in 3 sort of different genres, if you will. The first being tech, the second being DIY stuff, which kind of merges into tech a little bit, and the last one is lifestyle, in brackets, very much in brackets. Now the first branch, tech, means my personal experience with technological things. It's only going to be personal experiences and that sort of thing, in which you can think of videos like the upgrade path, of which I've done 2 so far. So the stuff in which I talk about my computer and what components I have bought in order to upgrade said computer. Or you can think of stuff like the equipment list, which I think I've done 2 years ago, and basically was a series of videos in which I talked about my video production equipment, cameras, lenses. That's my laundry. I lost my train of thought a little bit there. But you can also think of stuff like the equipment list, and that video series definitely needs an overhaul soon. So tech contains stuff like that, as opposed to contextless reviews of smartphones or graphics cards or that sort of thing. It's all from my point of view, if you will. Then we come to the DIY branch, which I'm not overly experienced with, but I am very, very excited for. And it kind of merges into the tech branch, but it's also sort of a separate thing. And with DIY, I mean stuff like I have ordered LED strips and cables and soldering tin and that sort of thing. And I'm gonna try to make some cool lighting stuff out of that, basically. Also, I'm thinking of selling my IKEA desk, which is down there, and making my completely own desk out of planks and screws and that sort of thing. You can tell I'm not very experienced with the whole DIY things because I'm just going planks, screws, cables. I have no idea what any of the stuff is really called, but like as a kid I really enjoyed just making small things out of scrap wood and nails and that sort of thing. So I thought might sort of revamp that interest in the arts and crafts, basically. And I want to make some videos out of that as well. Then lastly, we come to lifestyle in brackets. And by lifestyle, I don't necessarily mean stuff like recipes or makeup tutorials. I don't know. But what I do mean is like the cinematography-ish monthly reviews I used to do. I want to bring those back really badly. Or stuff like Curiosity in Advance, which is definitely coming up soon. I'm gonna keep that on Tom Knows What's Up as well. Now I'm gonna pick up my laundry and I will be right back. Okay, now the woolens are in the laundry machine and our lights and darks are being dried. Everything is going to plan, which means that we can now talk a little bit about Tom Catches Up, my second channel, which I made about 2.5 years ago and then never really did a lot with. Tom Catches Up is going to become a sort of low-key language channel. As a lot of you may know, I have been living in Norway for 2-ish years and I've been studying Norwegian for that time. That is one of the languages I want to do language learning diaries on that channel. I've also started picking up German again on Duolingo. I used to learn German in high school, but never really felt like I learned a lot, and now I kind of want to pick that back up and actually become conversational in German. Then I've also started picking up French on Duolingo recently, but I'm only like 3 or 4 steps into the French tree on there, so not that far. But all of these languages I want to do sort of language learning diaries on. And then every now and then some videos about me teaching some basic Dutch might show up on there as well, because Dutch is my native language and I might be able to contribute a little bit for people learning Dutch. So those are my plans for Tom Catches Up. Now Tom Catches Up will, for the time being, remain a secondary channel. So production values and editing quality and that sort of thing. It's gonna be a bit lower, a bit more casual than on Tom Knows What's Up. Links to Tom Catches Up are in the description below. in the like annotation thing up there, and also on the main page of this channel, Tom Knows What's Up. Okay, at the same time, about 2.5 years ago, that I started Tom Catches Up, I also opened a channel called Tom Levels Up, which I thought would be a very swanky name for a gaming channel, but I only did about 10-ish gaming videos on there. And at some point in the future, I might want to pick that back up because I still do a lot of video gaming and I really enjoy video gaming, and combined with my love of video making, Let's Plays and that sort of thing, might be coming back to Tom Catches Up. However, I do want to get my computer back to like modern standard. So basically, in 2 episodes of the upgrade path on Tom Knows What's Up, Tom Levels Up might get a reboot. And I want to do that because I value video quality a bit too much to just start making gaming videos again on my old hardware that I have right now. So yeah, first computer upgrades, then maybe gaming channel. Not sure yet, but I do like the idea. So that is it for a video that is about the plans that are gonna keep me alive physically and alive mentally. What a deep way to end this video. Now, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to randomly push some of the positive buttons down below, and I will see you next time. Ciao!